broadcast of Diaspora Scholars TV. We are still at Moffat Juma's residence and office of my EB2 consultancy, and we are still chatting.
Yeah.
I'm curious, Moffat, from Kenya, which schools did you go to? Because I know it inspired you in a way to be who you are today.
Yeah, I'm an alumni of St. Patrick's Secondary School in Mosocho, that is in Kisii County. That's where I went to for my high school.
Yeah.
After that, I went to Egerton University.
Are you at Egerton?
Egerton, yeah.
Okay, what did you study at Egerton?
I did a Bachelor's of Education, Chemistry and Physics.
Oh, Chemistry and Physics.
Yeah.
Oh, Chemistry, Physics. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
You are the teacher students. Students used to wonder, how do you do Chemistry and Physics?
Yeah.
They are all hard, you can say, but you went through, finished that, Egerton, you graduated, and eventually you found your way to the US.
Yeah, after graduating, I did work in Kenya for a few years, and then that's when I started looking for schools in the US to be able to come for my studies.
Yeah, but tell me, I know we've already talked about why you do what you are doing currently, but what's your other job? Do you have another job?
Yeah, I work in a pharmaceutical industry. We produce nuclear drugs for imaging, especially cancer. Yeah, so I work at Cardinal Health as a chemist.
Oh, as a chemist?
Yeah, quality control.
So you are working as a quality control chemist?
Yeah.
At Cardinal Health?
Yeah.
But then again, this is your other quote-unquote job. But essentially it's more of helping people.
Yeah, it's kind of giving back to the community. Yeah.
So why give back? Why did you decide to do this?
We have a responsibility. As people who have come here, we know where we came from. We know the reasons as to why we had to venture over here. And we know the people who have been here, they are still looking for ways of settling down.
Yeah.
So if I have information on how to help somebody legally get status in this US, that's why we're doing that.
That's why you're doing that.
Yeah.
Now, what about those who will be watching from Kenya? If they want to reach out, how can you help them be able to navigate and understand some of the process of F1, which is a student visa? Because earlier on you told me you helped a few or some people to come to the US to school. So how does that go?
Yeah, that one is, they need to, depending on the area of specialization, if it's sciences, if it's arts, geography and all that, those areas still there are opportunities available. So just go online, don't go to maybe somebody to apply for you and charge you a lot of money, and you cannot be guaranteed an opportunity here. So you just go online, reach out to the colleges. They provide information. You can send an email, you have an interest in a particular department. Send an email to the maybe chair of the department or a programs director. They'll let you know what exactly they need. They'll ask you about the recommendation letters. They talk about your transcripts. If you have a GPA of 3.0 and above, and then you pay maybe the application fee. They review that. If you meet the criterion, you will be considered for an admission. If it's a PhD, in most cases it comes with a scholarship. But if it's a master's, you first have to secure an admission, and then they'll consider you now for the scholarship. Yeah, and then after securing that, start the process.
You just get to the online, send emails. That's all what you need to do, and apply.
Yeah, and apply. That's what you need to do. But if you have, if you can be able to reach out to people who are here, they can somehow help you filter down to specific colleges that you can be able to apply. Because also it's very expensive, spending like $75, $100 for application.
That's about 10,000 Kenya shillings.
That's a lot of money. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Excellent. But again, for grad school, sometimes they ask for, a statement of purpose.
Yeah, statement of purpose. Yeah, such kind of statements. The first time you hear about that, you wonder what kind of animal is that? But there are so many samples online. People are here. They can easily give you even samples that you can use, or they can review. You can write your own statement of purpose, and then somebody can review and tell you, okay, you need to add this, or this is a good document. Then you can be able to submit it for consideration. Yeah.
And the rest will be just follow what instruction will be given.
The others, they'll tell you after securing the given offer, they'll tell you next what do you submit. Maybe bank statement, maybe your passport, And then maybe they'll give you the I-20. You'll go through the process of booking for your interview, prepare for the interview, do the interview. If you're successful, you'll get that given a F1 visa.
You get it?
Yeah.
Now you are the Youngstown State University. I saw so many Kenyans when I was there.
Yeah.
What about the University of Alabama in Birmingham? Do you have other? Do you have Kenyans there?
Yeah, we had quite a number of international students from Africa still. Yeah.
From Africa.
So I believe there are Kenyans in almost every given college in the US. It's only the number that varies.
It's only the number that varies.
Yeah, but we have so many.
So give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot. Yeah, give it a shot, and be able to make it. If a particular college doesn't have a student, even if you apply, still you have a chance. You know, you will be evaluated based on what you have.
Evaluated based on what you have.
Yeah.
Excellent. We want to thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview. We've obviously already learned a lot. I mean, I wasn't sure about the issue of the current status of Kenya, etc. But now, of course, you have the current information because you are involved in it.
Yeah.
And that is something I learned. So on that camera as well, what's your final message, to the people in Kenya, to the ones here, as well as to some of, your friends in Kenya and relatives, speak to them because they'll watch this video.
Yeah, so if you still have a desire, they say dreams are valid. So keep on chasing that dream, In Swahili, they say, mtafutaji hachoki. So if you stop doing it, then it means that you are not really meant for that. So keep on searching for information, go online. The YouTube has a lot of information. People have shared different forums. What Daktari is doing is another given forum that you can subscribe to his channel, go through those given tons of videos that he has done, and so many of them he's interviewing different scholars.
Sure.
And I've seen so many of them sharing their parts, how they came here.
How they came here.
I've not seen any person who said that it was so easy to be able to make it here. It was a bed of roses, yeah. So you look at those, they'll be able to motivate you and encourage you that go ahead, keep on applying, keep on trying, and at the end of the day, you'll be able to secure what you are looking for. Yeah.
You'll be able to secure what you are looking for if you keep watching Diaspora Scholars TV, because we bring you stories about people like Moffat Juma, who runs EB2 consultancy that helps people navigate the immigration status in the US. We also interview professors, scholars, students, businessmen, name it, from the African diaspora who are in the US. Stay tuned. Subscribe to this channel because you gotta be here. You gotta remain here because every weekend we go places. We are in Alabama today. Stay tuned for a story of somebody else from Alabama right here in Birmingham. My name is Daktari, and we want to thank you, Moffat.
Thank you so much.